In a world where distractions compete for our attention and life's pressures blur our focus, many wake up feeling like they're just existing, not truly living. Rushing from one obligation to the next, burdened by expectations, stress, and unanswered questions, we often ask ourselves, is this all there is? But deep within every heart, there is a longing, a cry to live with purpose, to walk a path that matters. Purpose is not just about doing big things. It's about living every day with intention. It's about making choices that reflect your faith, your values, and the call God has placed on your life. Let's take a journey together, one where we pause, reflect, and redirect our hearts back to the one who authored our days. The Bible reminds us in Jeremiah 29:11, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you a future and a hope." This verse isn't just poetic, it's a divine promise. You were created on purpose, for a purpose. You are not random. You are not an accident. God has a specific assignment for your life. But how do we discover that purpose? It begins with intention, with the daily decision to invite God into every part of our lives, to seek Him first, as Matthew 6:33 says, "But seek first His kingdom and His righteousness, and all these things will be given to you as well." Purpose is not discovered in a rush. It's revealed in the quiet, in the prayer, in the surrender. Maybe you've been through seasons of loss, maybe doors closed that you thought would open, maybe your dreams feel buried under disappointment. But hear this, God is not finished with you. Just like Joseph, sold into slavery by his own brothers, forgotten in a prison cell, yet elevated to the palace in God's perfect timing. Just like Ruth, who faced widowhood, poverty, and uncertainty, yet became part of the lineage of Christ through her faithfulness. Their stories weren't smooth, but they were purposed. Your story is being written too. Living with intention means walking even when you don't see the whole map. Trusting that each step ordered by God is not wasted. The hard seasons? They're not the end. They are shaping you, refining you, preparing you for what's ahead. You may feel behind, but God is never late. You may feel unqualified, but God uses the humble. You may feel invisible, but God sees you. So what does it mean to live purposefully? It means waking up and praying, "Lord, use me today." Choosing character over comfort, forgiving even when it hurts, pursuing excellence, not perfection, loving without needing applause, listening for God's whisper in the middle of the noise. It means letting go of fear, letting go of comparison, letting go of trying to control every outcome. Purpose isn't a destination, it's a posture. It's not about achieving, it's about aligning. Aligning your life with heaven's rhythm, trusting God's timing over your own. So today, take a deep breath. Don't let your past define your next step. Don't let the chaos of this world steal the clarity of your calling. You were made for such a time as this. Live intentionally, live prayerfully, live faithfully, because when you do, you won't just survive, you'll shine. God's purpose for your life is more beautiful than anything you could imagine. Even the detours and delays will make sense when you see the whole picture. Until then, walk by faith. And when you feel lost, remember, you are deeply known, fully loved, and divinely called. If this message blessed you, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with someone who needs encouragement today. Comment below your biggest takeaway. In a world that's constantly shouting for your attention, have you ever felt like your purpose is fading into the background noise? Like you're running hard, but not going anywhere? You're not alone. And today, we're going to rediscover how to tune out the chaos and tune into God's voice. Distractions are more than just busy schedules or too many notifications. They're spiritual attacks meant to derail your destiny. Just like Nehemiah, when he was rebuilding the wall, the enemy sent messengers 4 times to pull him away. But Nehemiah said, "I am doing a great work, and I cannot come down." Nehemiah 6:3. Friend, you too have a great work to do. Peter walked on water toward Jesus. But when he looked at the wind and the waves, fear distracted him. He began to sink, not because Jesus failed, but because Peter's focus shifted. Matthew 14:30-31. Where is your focus today? Is it on the storm or the Savior? Martha was busy, distracted by good things, but Mary sat at Jesus' feet and chose the better portion. Luke 10:42. Sometimes distractions aren't sinful, they're just not purposeful. The enemy loves to use good things to keep us from God things. Romans 12:2 says, "Do not conform to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind." You don't have to live in chaos. You can live intentionally, with clarity, with God as your focus. Philippians 1:6 reminds us that he who began a good work in you will carry it on to completion. God is not done with you, but he needs your attention. This season, shut the door on distractions. Open your heart to purpose. Because when you focus on God, you find strength, peace, and direction. Stay anchored, stay focused, stay faithful. If this spoke to you, like the video, comment below, and share this with someone who's ready to walk in divine focus. Subscribe and turn on the bell for more God-centered encouragement